We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Cavaliers. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the fourth best record in the conference. Of course, there's the Raptors. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. And it's Ingram in at the three. And for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Mitchell. And there's the drive. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Quickly against Garland. Quickly the pass to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Allen with the screen for Garland. Allen surveying the D. Wound up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Garland against Quickly. Pass to Ingram. Back to Quickly. Clock at 4. From 20 feet out. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Stolen by Quickly. Here's Barnes. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Doris, this summer, the Cavaliers opting to make changes.
And, Kevin, a little bit of a surprise in this particular way. They fired their coaching staff, bring in a new regime. And think about it. You fire that group after you've made the playoffs 2 seasons in a row, and yet you still opt to go in a different direction. So a lot of pressure on the staff coming in.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Garland, no good.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Pass to Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Now a look at the stats for Darius Garland.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Toronto leading by 3. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Barrett the pass to Pirtle. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Drops in the layup for 2. Barnes has got 5 now.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him, so we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling you guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Quickly finds Barnes. And here is Pirtle. Allen defending. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Barrett. Lock at 6. Good D by Mitchell. Cavaliers trailing. Hunter on the wing. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Jakob Poeltl. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's right around 9 points a night, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. All around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Don't you get the sense that the confidence is building game by game, and he's starting to put up the numbers that back it up?
Now, here's Quickly. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Launches a 3. That shot off. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Quickly against Mobley. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Kenny knocked down the long ball.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. Pass to Hunter. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. In the corner, it's Ingram. Down low and stolen by Mobley. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, the speed in the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision-making? So impressive.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Ingram outside. That shot off. Hunter with some nice defense. Stolen by Garland. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Dean Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Green comes in for Evan Mobley. Dix checked in for Toronto. And here are the Cavaliers now. Mitchell outside. Latrey. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
To the inside. Low block shot on the way. And again, Toronto no up. Cleveland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Donovan Mitchell, just such a relentless scorer, and that high energy he brings is always a huge catalyst for whatever team he plays for.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. So Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about 2 things. It's about maturity, 1, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to New York.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Now, here's Barrett. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Here's Quickly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Darius Garland picks one up. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
The free throw drops for Quickly. A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
And Quickly drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Barrett against Mitchell. Wade a screen on Barrett. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Outside, Barrett. Pass to Poeltl. Over Wade. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
No good on the free throw.
Well, Jakob Poeltl, guys, may not be a stretch big, but what he does well is virtually everything else. He boards it, he plays incredible D, and he's a very good passer.
Okoro, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That's off as well, so he misses both. Pass to Garland. They kick it out to Green. In the corner, Okoro with it. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Quickly the pass to Barrett. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jerome is checked in. It's Dick on the wing, covered by Okoro. And that one's good quickly.
Well, great pass, and quickly makes great use of it.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jerome passes to Okoro. Mitchell left side. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, he may be a top scorer, guys, but Donovan Mitchell is not selfish. What a pretty pass.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jared Allen's checked in for Okoro. Then for the Raptors, Robinson's checked in for Purdy. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett. Let's get an update on Jared Allen. David, what's the status?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. Now, the guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Here's Dick. Jared Allen making his last shot. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Jerome. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Jerome. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Evan Mobley.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the first one drops. And the Cavaliers with some changes. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Allen. And Strus is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. He hits both from the stripe. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Quickly with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Boucher. They need this one. Good on the three-point shot.
Now, this is a young guy stretching the big position, right? Chris Boucher very willing to rise and fire from downtown.
Here's Jerome. Way to screen on quickly. Dick with the steal. Quickly the pass to Boucher. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Raptors trail by 7. Here's quickly. Pass to Dick. to the paint. Here's Boucher. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Chris Boucher, the ability to score even though there's bodies around him, that's an impressive finish.
Here's Jerome. Green passes to Strus. Here's Jerome. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jerome's got 7.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Dick with it, defended by Strus. Dick passes to Quickly. 5 to shoot. Robinson on the wing. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. We've got Walter. There's Boucher out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Shed in at the point. Now with an update on Scotty Barnes from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Raptors let me know the status. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Now here's Ingram. 20 points for him last game against New York.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Cleveland making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And here is Strus. Hasn't made one yet. Hunter, no one around him, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Walter. There's the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Still in his early 20s, Doris, Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin, and there's a lot of reasons why. You begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter, and he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
And here is Ingram after the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. Boucher's shot is off. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities,
you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
Now, here's Green. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Pass to Mobley. Wade outside. Over in the corner, Green shoots over Dick, and it's Green missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Dick with it. A 3-ball. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now, here's Hunter. 23 points his last outing. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, misses the layup. Ingram attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
More and more, we see Ingram attack on the drive and convert. His length and skill allow him to do so many things.
Now, here's Strus. Nothing on the board. Here's Mobley, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look now for Cleveland. Okoro, he's checked in for Javonte Green. And it's Garland in for Dean Wade. And the Raptors also making a change. Robinson's checked in. And so here's Toronto. Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Shed's got his first basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Pass to Hunter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And he makes the first. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Hunter, no good.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Shed, guarded by Garland. And it's Shed missing.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Strus kicks to Hunter. Garland looking it over. To the inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Here's Shed. Outside Robinson. Inside, here's Dick. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Dick's got 5 points so far.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading by 5. Strus passes to Hunter. And here is Okoro. Pass to Mobley. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Raptors trail by 7. Here's Shed. Over to the left wing. No good that time. Hunter with some nice defense.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Mobley. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here he goes. Dick, that's good.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Now, Garland. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And it's his decision-making, Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
Robinson left side. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Walter can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 8. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Takes the 13-footer and no good. Trying to use the glass. Raptors are gone. 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And stolen by Mobley. Taken away. Now Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Garland after the Raptors pick up 2. Down low, Mobley. And the layup is good. Mobley's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Shed. Over to the wing. And stolen by Hunter. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself. And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
Boy, what a burst from Okoro. Gets himself back up the floor, beats the defense, gets a hand to finish the fast break. Nicely done.
Here's Shed, guarded by Garland. Pass to Dick. Boucher with the ball. Dick with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York. Another shot. They get it again. Tries yet again. And the layup is good. Dick's got 9 points. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Team Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Max Strus. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Mitchell outside. Mobley is screened to the middle. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. Raptors trail by 10. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Now, here's Okoro after R.J. Barrett's miss. Garland against Quickly. Now, here's Garland. D right on him. Just 2 to shoot. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Quickly. Here's Barnes. 2 points. That one goes. Barnes has got it back down to within single digits for the Raptors.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Mitchell against Barrett. Ingram outside. Fires the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Garland against Quickly. Okoro wide open. He fires. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist on the night. Raptors trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. And Hunter subbed in for Garland. Count it.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Fires from way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Evan Mobley getting it done for the Cavaliers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Toronto Raptors.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And moving on to some mid-season analysis, let's check out the latest power rankings.
Checking out Toronto, with half the season in the books, they seem to be going from bad to worse.
Well, things trending in the wrong direction, kind of like Ernie's hairline. Ernie, that wasn't me. Kenny wrote that down on my paper. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Male pattern baldness. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Evan Mobley has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Raptors trail by 14. Now for an update on Max Strus's injury. Let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. You're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Raptors trail by 15. And here is Quickly. Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Mobley with the block.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Back to Garland. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time. In Toronto, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. The shot's good from Quickly.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Garland. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Allen with the screen for Hunter. Going inside, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. In the third spot, Darius Garland.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Barnes screen on Garland. On the wing, Barnes. Inside, Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barrett's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. Outside Garland. Hunter with it. Picked up by Barrett. Spins. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Quickly against Garland. Hurdle with a screen on Garland. Quickly finds Barrett. And it's quickly missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Quickly against Mitchell. Allen, a screen on Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That's going to send Emmanuel Quickly to the line. It's on Jared Allen, and this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, Quickly finished 2nd in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Mobley. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 11 points a game, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Well, I love it. Drivers think they see a crease to the lane and go for it. And eventually, he shuts the door.
Now here's Allen. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And it's Mitchell missing. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Barrett kicks to Quickly. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, certainly we've seen R.J. Barrett productive as a scorer. I think the key for him moving forward is just be as efficient as possible.
Quickly against Garland. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
IQ is fearless, baby. Absorbs the foul and continues on his way.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. And Quickly drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
To the inside, here's Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. Raptors trail by 11. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
And the shot is good. Pirtle's got his first basket of the night. Cleveland leading by 9. Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Here's Hunter. Kicks it out to Garland. He's looking for Hunter and finds him. Some solid defense from Pirtle. The Raptors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Outside, Barrett. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Ingram wide open. Off target from outside. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell's shot is good.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. In the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Now Barrett, covered by Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Barrett is a guy who wants to score the basketball. Sells the defender on that up fake. Nice.
For Toronto, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys.
Now, here's Garland. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Quickly the pass to Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Quickly. And stolen by Mobley. Hunter down low. He's covered by Ingram. Hunter no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here's Barrett. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Bertle sets the pick for Ingram. Excellent D there from Allen.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now Ingram, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got 13.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Quickly against Garland. Allen dishes to Garland. It's tipped. One-on-one fast break. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Garland against Quickly. Mobley a screen on Quickly. To the paint, and stolen by Barnes. Fast break, Toronto. Out to Barrett. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Wade comes in for Evan Mobley. And Strus is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Wade. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 6. And here's Garland for 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Barrett the pass to Boucher. No good there. Good D by Wade.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's the fast break. Dick leading the way. And that one good. He's got 7.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. 7-point differential. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. Allen with the screen for Strus. That 3 off the mark. Raptors shooting 40% from the field. Quickly against Garland. Onside Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Boy, look at how confident R.J. Barrett is on the interior, right in his sweet spot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Jerome. 7 points in the game. Pass to Wade. Strus in the corner. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Raptors trail by 5. Now quickly. Now Robinson. Back to quickly. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Boucher's got 5 points now in the quarter. .158 left in the third quarter. Here's Jerome. Quickly covering. Here's Hunter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Hunter. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Raptors trail by 4. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Pass to Dick. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Pushing it up. Here's Strus. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game. Max Strus, one of those undrafted players coming out of college, but somehow wills his way by virtue of his shooting and his toughness. You love his story.
Shed, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Cavaliers leading. 104 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Wade, still scoreless. And there's Hunter on the assist by Wade.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Here's Shed. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. And Toronto turns it over again. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Raptors making a change here. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Wade. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Boucher's shot is off. The Cavaliers shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Wade passes to Jerome. Hunter with it. From deep. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
And that is a big-time three, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way to head to the fourth.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Robinson. It's Boucher out there with Walter. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Shed in at the point. And the Raptors with the ball after the missed three from Evan Mobley. Boucher, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Wow, Chris Boucher using that length to finish on the interior. Nice shot.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Okoro passes to Mobley. Outside Garland launches it, and the three ball is good.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's Shed, guarded by Garland. To the left wing. Pass to Dick. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
Free throw drops for Dick. And he makes both free throws.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Now, here's Okoro. Pass to Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Off target from three-point range.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Driving the lane, jacks up a 3. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Green. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Shed, guarded by Garland. Boucher with a screen on Garland. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Now, here's Okoro. Outside Garland. Mobley is screened. Three-pointer. And it's Darius Garland with the 3. Garland's got 6 in the quarter.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Pass to Boucher. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now, here is Robinson. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Green. And Boucher sends it back. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Here's Garland. No good on the quick 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Dick passes to Boucher. Here's Shed, guarded by Garland. 4 on the shot clock. Agbaji can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving it around. Wade kicks to Okoro. Outside, Green. Garland left side.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Allen's checked in for Okoro. Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Green passes to Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Wade sets the pick for Allen. This one for 3. The rebound by Shed. Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Walter. Here's Barnes. 20 feet out. Walter can't get it to go. Outside, Green. Outside, Garland. Now, Mobley. Right side, Green. And it's Wade in the corner. And a deep 3 from Garland. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Shed. Mobley with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Mobley misses. Raptors trail by 9. To stop the drought, it's stolen by Allen. Outside Garland. Boucher with the steal. Pass to Walter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And so many different ways Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Lobbed up there for Green. Dick with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Stolen by Wade. And they're moving it up. Ahead. And it's Green with the jam.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
The Raptors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 7 on the basket from Barnes.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Now, here's Mobley. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Barnes. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to Wade for 3. The rebound by Shed. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Boucher. Here's Shed, guarded by Green. They double him with Green. Here's Shed. 5 on the clock. Back to Boucher. The 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Wade passes to Green. Pass to Garland. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Boucher finds Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Garland the pass away. And stolen by Barnes. He's all alone. Here's Shed. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Outside, Green. Back to Garland. Wade surveying the D. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Raptors trail by 7. Barnes outside. Boucher with a screen on Mobley. Barnes kicks to Boucher. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Shed, guarded by Garland. Shots good by Boucher.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Garland with it. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. Shoots over Dick. Green, no luck. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Shed. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Hunter comes in for Dean Wade. And it's Mitchell in for Javonte Green. And then for Toronto, Pirtle, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Brandon Ingram comes in for Walter. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Grady Dick. Now, here's Garland. Mitchell sets the screen for Garland. Puts it up from 12. Count that one. Garland's got 10 points here in the second half.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Toronto. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. He said, you're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Cool and calm. Brandon Ingram. Wow.
Bounce pass from Garland. Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on R.J. Barrett. The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to quickly. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Garland. Mobley outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Inside, stolen by Allen. Hunter against Barnes.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Three-pointer. Allen with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 7. It's stolen by Barrett. For 3, Ingram. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Mobley. To the inside, Allen. Misses in close.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Up again, Pirtle. Allen with the rebound. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Evan Mobley.